Dear viewers, Assalamu alaikum. Hope you will be pretty good. I'm at your service today to explain what in detail in this video. So let's get started. What is a weak form and strong form is would. Would is a modal verb. It is used with the base form of a verb. In spoken English, would is often abbreviated to the. Would form, affirmative form. Would comes first in the verb phrase after the subject and before another verb. Mom would sing to us every morning. Would cannot be used with another modal verb. For example, when Javed opened the door, he thought he would find an empty room. Not he thought he might find an empty room, or he thought he would find an empty room. Would negative form. The negative form of would is wouldn't. We don't use don't, doesn't, didn't with would. There wouldn't be any sugar in the house. Not there did not would be any sugar in the house. We use the full form would not in formal context or when we want to emphasize something. Your brother would not go there. Would question form. The subject and would change position to form questions. We don't use do, does, did. Would that be a good idea? Not does this would be that be a good idea? Wouldn't that be a good idea? We can use would and wouldn't in question tags. She wouldn't come here, would she? They would enjoy the film, wouldn't they? Would uses requests. We often use would to make request. It is a more polite and indirect form of will. Compare. Will you make lunch? Direct. Would you make lunch? Less direct. Number 2. Conditional sentences. We often use would or the contracted form the in the main class of conditional sentence when we talk about immediate situations. If he had left earlier, he would have been able to reach Karachi in time. If we went to Murray, we would have to go to Ayubia as well. I'd love to see both. Number 3. Habitual actions in the past. We use would to refer to typical habitual actions and events in the past. This is usually a formal use and it often occurs in stories, namely narratives. I had a friend from Swat, which is about 200 miles away, and we would meet every Thursday evening and she would help us. Then she would wash. Then she would eat her toast. Then she would read her paper by Bahria Foundation College. Talking about the future in the past. We use would to talk about the future in the past. The speaker looks forward in time from a point in the past. Underlined below. When she was young, she thought that in years to come she would be really tall. When I broke my leg, I thought I would never walk again. Reported clauses. We use would as the past form of will in reported clauses. Statement with will. Reported. I'll pay for the food, said Farhana. Farhana said that she would pay for the food. Weather forecast. There will be clear skies in the morning, but it will be cloudy for the afternoon. The weather forecast said that there would be clear skies in the morning, but that it would be cloudy for the afternoon. willingness in the past. We use would to talk about willingness in past time situations. We usually use negative form wouldn't in this case. The USB wasn't working, so I brought back to the shop, but they wouldn't give me my money back because they said the box had already opened. Being less direct. We often use would with verbs such as advise, imagine, recommend, say, suggest, think to make what we say less direct. Advise. I'd advise you to watch my YouTube channel daily. Imagine. I'd imagine it can't be difficult for you. Recommend. I recommend that you try this size. Comma. Say. I'd say you are about 48. Suggest. We would suggest that you take this route. It is more scenic. Comma. Think. It is much further than marine. I would think. Well and would can both refer to willingness. We use will for present and future time, and would usually in the negative for past time. Fahana will carry you, versus case. It's far too heavy for you, present. The taxi driver wouldn't take more than 3 in the car, past. Note please, there are number of phrases with would where well cannot be used. Would you like to have a cup of tea? Not, will you like to have a cup of tea? Would you mind introducing me to her? Not, will you mind introducing me to her? Would you rather pay by cash? Not, will you rather pay by cash? Would or will. We can use would as a more formal or polite alternative to will in requests. We often use the phrase would you mind plus ing in polite requests. Compare. Will you give me a pen please? Would you mind giving me a pen please? Will you excuse me just 1 minute? Would you excuse me just 1 minute? Using would makes the request more formal and polite. Hope you have learned something from this video. If yes, then like and share this video with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe this channel as it is your own channel. Thanks. Take care of yourself. See you in the next video. Allah Hafiz.